In this session, we will talk about how to handle a static drop-down list using WebDriver. So as part of this scenario, we are going to cover these topics like what is drop-down list, how to identify the drop-down list, and in that drop-down list, how many number of options are there, and I want to display each and every option name, and how to select the option in the drop-down list, and whether the drop-down is a supporting multiple options or not. And if you want to deselect the option, how to deselect the option. So all these scenarios we will see in this session. Let me create a new class for this scenario. New class. Handling drop-down list. Handling drop-down list. Insert this public static void main. So before that, let me increase the font size. Go to preferences, general, appearance, colors and fonts, basic and text font, edit, 14, yeah. Apply and close. Now the font size is increased. So first initialize WebDriver. Initialize WebDriver. Initialize WebDriver to work with Chrome driver. So WebDriver driver is equal to new Chrome driver. New Chrome driver. Change it to WebDriver. So point out the system.setProperty. Point the Chrome driver.exe file. WebDriver.Chrome.driver. And here we need to point out the Chrome driver.exe file. So it is located under Selenium lib folder. So here Chrome driver, then Chrome driver.exe file. Chrome driver.exe file. Next, close application. So for that we are using driver.close. Just before trying to close the application, just wait for 5 seconds. Was to see the output clearly. Thread.sleep. And here I'm not interested to handle the exception. That's why I'm throwing it. Maximize the browser. Like driver.manage.window.maximize and open application. Open application. So for that we are using get command, driver.get command. So here we are using for this scenario Salesforce application. We are using Salesforce application. Salesforce is the cloud application. Salesforce development. Yeah, take this. So click on sign up. Yeah. So try to run the application. Right. So just try to run the application. Run as Java application. Right. So application is opening. Now we are working with the drop down is country drop down. In this country drop down, there are so many options are there. So what is my first scenario is, I want to find out the number of options inside this drop down. First, let me find out this drop down. Right click, inspect element. Now see, this drop down is identifying with the tag name called select. This drop down is identifying with the tag name called select. So whatever the tag name which is containing select, so such type of drop downs are called static drop downs. So inside that, the number of options are fixed. And see, this drop down is containing the attributes like ID, class, data, hyphen countries. There are so many options are there. So I can identify this drop down by using this ID. What is the ID? ID is country. Identifying drop down. So driver dot find element by dot ID, and here ID value is country. Find element, it returns web element. So this is, I'm giving the name as country dropdown. I'm giving the name as country dropdown. So insert package for web element. So under dropdown, each and every option is containing the tag name is under dropdown. Each and every option is identifying with the tag name called option. Each and every option is containing the tag name called option. Okay, so now here country dropdown dot find elements by dot tag name. Tag name is what? Option. Find elements. What it returns? It returns list of web elements. Find elements. It returns list of web element. So let's say here I'm giving the name as options. The list is coming under Java util package. The list is coming under Java util package. The number of options in the drop down is options dot size. The size is the method which is applicable for collections. So when you want to find out the number of elements in the collections, we are using size method. The list is coming under collections. So that's why I'm using to find out the number of elements in the list. We are using dot size. So how to use this size method? List name dot size. Let us run the program. So it is going to give you the number of options inside the dropdown. See, the number of options in the dropdown is 229. So let me display each and every option name. Option name. So for that, what we are using is, I'm using for each loop. This for each loop, we are applying for either arrays or collections concept. The options is of what type? List of web element type. So the data type is, the type is web element. So here I'm giving the variable name as option colon and the list name is options. And I'm getting each and every option of type web element type. But what I want to see is, I want to see the text of the web element. So what I should use? Option dot get text. So get text is the method which is using to get the text of the web element. String. Let's say I'm giving the name as country name. Right. So let me print out. Let me print the country names, each and everything. Right click, run as Java application. Now see, here it is displaying all the country names. It is displaying all the options in the drop down. So totally it is containing 229 options and it is displaying all the option names. Okay, so in the next section, what we will do is how to select the option and how to get the default option, and is there any way to find out the option names. Just a second. In the next section, we will talk about how to select the options in the drop-down list and how to number of options or how many are selected and whether this drop-down is supporting multiple options or not, and what is the default option which is selected, and how we can select the that mean so how to deselect the options, that we will discuss it in the next video.